So, this is the story on how, I got my user, DerpyChickadee. It's kind of like a funny-ish story. Like, I think some people would consider it funny, but whatever. So I was out at my grandparents'. They live, not where we live. I won't give away locations because that's creepy, but, they live out in the wildish sort of place. It's really fun, and my uncle likes to bird watch, and he's kind of like a bird expert type person, and so I was just he took us out, and we were going to this little place in a forest, and on a long walk, and so there was this place where we could sit there and you could put your hand out, and these birds would come and just vibe with you, and they'd peck your hand and eat the stuff out of your hand. And so it was just really fun, and so we were out there, we were just doing that, and so I put my hand out, and I was waiting there with my sister, and so these birds came, and they were just taking it from our hands and eating the seeds, and one stayed there on my hand and ate several seeds for a bit, and so it was all great. And then there was this one chickadee who they flew down, and they watched me sort of, I could tell they were sort of circling the area, and then eventually they just landed in my hand, and they stabbed my hand. They didn't even take a seed, they just stabbed my hand and immediately flew away. And so I started laughing because that was kind of sad because I didn't get any seed, but why'd you just stab me with your beak, little guy? And so I started laughing, and so at the time, keep in mind, I was completely obsessed with the word derp. Derpity derp. And so I was like, oh my goodness, that was so derpy. And then we were like, yeah, that was so funny. And so my mom was videotaping this all with my camera, and so we leave and we go home, and we leave our grandparents, we get back on the airplane, we get home, everything's great, we're back at our house, we've been there for a week, and then all of a sudden my mom sends me this photo of the chickadee on my hand, and it's just it stabbing me, and she says, that's pretty derpy chickadee. She said that should be your name. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. And then I didn't really think that much more of it. But then when it came the time that I was getting on Roblox, and I was signing into my first Roblox account, I was like, wait, DerpyChickadee, didn't my mom? And I was like, well, that username wouldn't be taken by anybody, and so I entered it, and there we go, DerpyChickadee. Yeah, it's kind of boring, but I thought it would be a fun first story that I would tell. Anyways, see y'all later. Bye.